I'm extremely pleased to be here, as I suppose everybody in the room is, because this is more than just a rally for a very, very good candidate. This has all the elements of a historic movement. Let me try and make the point quickly, and before I get into that, and I don't plan to talk a long time, honest, I bring to the candidate and to all of you greetings from Studs Turco, who would have liked to have been here. He's a little under the weather, just out of the hospital, but he'll be in the forefront of all the efforts to make this guy the congressman for the 14th. I first met him, as the other speaker pointed out, in a political situation downstate. He was the campaign manager for David Gill, a doctor who was running against an incumbent Republican. And I couldn't help but be amazed and impressed at the energy and the devotion he gave to his work as campaign manager for the good doctor. And I immediately fell in love with him and was very pleased when I learned that he was, in a maniacal way, taking on the Speaker of the House 2 years ago, and was thrilled and surprised when he came up with 40% of the vote in a... That's the right response, because it's a huge accomplishment and harbingers well for his immediate political future. And he drove Hastert out of office. That's the way I feel about it. Now he has another hard campaign. Characteristically, some of the Democrats, opportunistically seeing what he was able to do, are trying to get a seat in Congress on the cheap. And I know he would not talk about his opponents very much. And I do have to share a personal anecdote about one of them, because it shows our plight as we try and make a progressive Congress at long last. I was called by, I gather, his main opponent, a guy named Bill Foster. I don't know him. I didn't know. I just want to describe why it's important for our candidate to win. This is not another good candidate. How he got my name, I don't know, but I was willing to talk to him, and he introduced himself, as candidates do, in a polite way, asked for support, and I said, well, I don't believe in single-issue politics, but I have single-issue politics. I'm only interested in single-payer national health insurance. I certainly give a damn about the war. That's right. Let's have applause for that. Thank you. I give a damn about the war, the ecology, the education, our infrastructure, and all the things that are going bad under this terrible reign of terror by the Republicans, and not inhibited much by our Democratic leaders to date. We're going to change all that. But I said I'm really single payer, and I'm supporting John Laesch because he's clear-eyed, unequivocal, courageous. How do you stand on this? I want you to hear the response and realize why we have to elect John. He said, I want to give the market a chance. The market had its chance. And what we're living is a hell in healthcare, thanks to the market. And that was an ignorant statement, not because he was talking to a proponent of single payer and very hostile to the market and healthcare, but it shows that he was, and unfortunately the top Democratic candidates are riding with the market. So we have to elect it. The action is in the Congress. We have to change the complexion of the politics in this rare moment when Bush is obviously a ridiculous fraud, endangering this country in every single way. It's going to be a time when Democrats can win, but we need the right Democrats to win, and we've got one here. John is clear-eyed, good politics, unequivocal, courageous. You may have your favorite, but when I look at his literature, I'm turned on when he says his occupation, I'm a union carpenter. And how does he feel about the war? And mind you, he's a veteran of the first Gulf War. He says we never should have gotten into it. We should get out as fast as possible. This gathering, I'm nearly through on this, is to get to know him, those of you don't, and to renew the friendship, those you do. But it's also a fundraiser. We can't vote in his district. We can help him with serious giving. And, give, as the expression goes, not till it hurts. Give till it feels good. I'm sure somebody's going to ask for money very soon. I myself have to live by that credo. I'm working very hard among doctors who are thrilled at his leadership on single payer, and we're going to work very hard. It's not the place and time to describe what we hope to do, but raising a bunch of money to help him guarantee victory in the primary in February and in November to do the rest. Thank you very much.